What's up, my Canelo Fires, and welcome back to the crew. Now, I've been thinking a little bit about what to cover in the crew, because we've done pretty much everything here. I've done the guides for getting a level up on almost all the specs, because they almost fall on the same category with the jumps on the performance, which you can find somewhere on the screen right now. I'm struggling here because I've done like all the PvP races basically, you know, covering the whole new modes, with the elimination and the brawl, and they're pretty cool. They definitely are, but the issue is that there's not a lot of players. I don't know what it's like on console, but on PC there's lacking a lot of players. As you can see now, hashtag never drive alone, I see one person in my session. So yeah, I think this game is dying due to its lack of content. And that sucks, because I really do think it's a cool game. But I thought we'd do some PvP today. Because that's really the only thing that gets different every time. You can race against hackers if you're unlucky, or you can race against bad drivers that crash into you, or yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. It's just right. Okay, so this might take a while, so I'll see you when we're in the lobby. Alright, so we're in the lobby. Let's see if there's a full lobby. Hopefully it is, but you never know. I don't see a lot of players in the street lobbies. I don't know why. Well, full lobby. Awesome. And it's a dirt race. So much for street, right? Yeah. Well, we're gonna do this anyway. I don't see why we shouldn't. Right, so obviously the pink monster, that's what we're gonna use here. I want to ask you guys, what games do you like? What games do you normally play, and what games do you normally watch? And why? So many questions, sorry. But I'm thinking about what this channel should be, because I have another pre-made channel that's called Out of Order Gaming. You can go over and search for that, and that should come up. It shouldn't have any subscribers, maybe a few, not 100%. But that's sort of gonna be like a collaboration channel between me and a bunch of friends, so we're gonna upload a bunch of material there. I just need to get sort of the schedule right for everyone, and that's gonna be everything, like I'm not even kidding. It's gonna be so many different games. So that car is fast. My idea for that channel came from sort of what the Creature Hub is, if you know what that is. Basically a bunch of gamers, and they upload what they play, be it CSGO or some horror game, or you know, you name it. And I've always been like, yeah, that's something I really want to do. But the issue is that I'm sort of picky when it comes to quality, because if I see someone uploading like 720p, I'm gonna wreck some faces basically. Because I mean, that's the only issue I have. The quality's gotta be unanimous. Like everyone's gotta upload at the same quality. And that's a big issue when I don't know that many people with great PCs or NVIDIA GPUs, which can use the shadow play function in OBS, which I'm actually using now, so I can tell you a little bit about how I record my videos. So if you get an NVIDIA GPU, like 600 series, I think they started the shadow play function. So 600 series up to 900 series have the function shadow play, which utilizes the GPU power to encode the video. You probably all know that. Um, the good thing, however, about that is that you barely lose any frames. Normally 1 to 2 frames per second when you start recording, which I don't... something you don't really notice, unless you're really on the edge. And I always record at 50 megabits per second at 60 FPS. And always 1080p. Always. Never below. I can't do it. I mean, come on. You gotta live in a jungle to not have an 1080p display, you know? Weird, just weird. But yeah, that's how I do it. And then when I render it basically the same as I input the material. So I edit it, cut out the things I don't like. If I do retakes, you know, I do them in... So I basically start my recording, and then I do retakes in the recording. So I will say retake 1 or retake 2 or retake 3 or whatever. And then I can get a reference point on where I need to cut, if I need to cut. Which I normally don't. I tend to stay sort of natural and let my mistakes be in the video, because I think that seems more human, instead of cutting and editing everything just to make it seem perfect. That's something you gotta get used to. In my opinion, at least. I see a lot of YouTubers, even big ones, that sort of utilize the function of editing just to cover the mistakes. And I think it makes me more human to leave in the mistakes. Because, yeah, we do make mistakes. That's what makes us human, you know. So I just leave them in. If I ramble on too long, if I pronounce things badly multiple times, I just leave it in, because some might find it funny and others might find it appalling, if you want to call it that. But honestly, I just leave those things in. I think they make me more human. Not so much a robot that just responds to every comment he gets, which I don't actually do. Some comments I don't really know what to say. Like someone says great video and I should just be like thanks. I don't get the... my head doesn't compute. Sorry. And now I've run out of things to say. But we'll leave the love there. But yes, I said, because you guys are watching, obviously, as I can see, and you watch different kinds of videos, you play different types of games, etc. What do you want to see in the future? And please do check out the channel, and if you want to do that, subscribe to it as well, because I'm planning on at least at the beginning of the summer starting to sort of upload maybe 1 video a week, going to maybe 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, who knows, maybe we'll end up at like 14 videos a day. That might be a bit much, but I don't know. Because I don't want to upload 3 videos a day. That just seems crazy. I mean, I don't know how people do it. I know a few YouTubers who upload 3 videos a day, and I just can't imagine doing that. How, like, where's the free time? For me, just an example here as I'm rambling on, and you know, I think you should know. As I told you, I do this one long take, and if I mess up big time, I just redo the whole thing. Redo the race from the beginning, so you see me from the map going into the race and so on. You know, the whole thing that I normally do. And I will do a retake of that sometimes maybe 5 times, because I don't know, there might have been issues with someone lagging too much, and that doesn't complement the game in a way that I wanted to complement the game. Or I'm getting like bad attitude, bad drivers just crashing into me all the time. And that's why I do these retakes. But one segment of recording might take up to an hour for me to do, and then editing and cutting and so on, getting the music that I like, which you can, by the way, find at Global Sound Promotions YouTube page, Creative Commons Music, which is great for content creators like myself. But yeah, finding that whole what music should I have? Does it feel like this or this or this? It's so much time spent doing that. So maybe up to an hour of recording, then maybe half an hour of editing, and then, you know, depending on the length of the videos. For this example, we're pushing 12 minutes here. Multiply that by at least 3. So if you see, thank you. So if you see a long video like 20 minutes, it would take me at least 1 hour to render it, at least. So just think about that when you're watching. And the same thing with a lot of other YouTubers. They might have better computers and so on, and that sort of that all depends on your CPU basically. And yeah, that's why I overclocked it. It's pushing 4.8 gigahertz at the moment. So yeah. And I also want to say, if you have any questions for me, like honestly, my setup, what my apartment looks like, I can actually read what's on the refrigerator from here. That's how tiny my apartment is. If you want to watch that, like a tour, which is going to be like a second long because it's such a big apartment, I'm sorry. Just comment down below what you want to see, questions, anything. Thank you so much for watching. We're pushing close to 900 subscribers, and that's just amazing. You guys are absolutely awesome. I love you, like heart man. Bro love, bro at love as well, if there are any broettes. But yeah, post your questions down below please, and I'll answer on them in a video. So tomorrow we're gonna stream for at least 4 hours. I did really enjoy the last stream that we did. My god, that was awesome. So we're gonna stream tomorrow as well, GMT +1 at 10 PM to 2 AM GMT +1. So watch that, the link's gonna be below. Thanks so much for watching. Give it a like if you liked the video, or you know, dislike it if you don't like my material. Shame on you. I'll see you tomorrow with another video of the Project Cars.